Professor Dasgupta, quanto conta il capitale sociale per il benessere e per una società più giusta, più vera?
It's extremely important. Without social capital, societies would disappear, they would die. So it's really a question of more or less. And unfortunately, the way social capital has been defined so far, it doesn't really incorporate notions of fairness. It incorporates ideas of keeping promises. But you could keep promises in a society which is extremely unfair. People could be trusted to do what they said they would do in a society in which some people are extremely wealthy and some people are very poor. If you go to villages in India, you will find that trust is quite powerful. People trust one another because there is a hierarchy of status and people have known how to behave with one another. But there can be discrimination on gender, age basis, caste basis, ethnicity basis, and still trust could be high. So the way I think of social capital, I like to include in it those virtues which enable a society to be both efficient and fair. At the moment, the way social capital is defined, it's exclusively in terms of trust. And I think that's a bit limiting.
Come si può misurare il capitale sociale di una società?
I think that's hard to do. I wouldn't wish to do that. The way it is done now is, as I was suggesting in my lecture, people have certain indicators of social capital, which would be the extent to which people trust one another in their society. And so so investigators go and ask questions like, do you trust the average person you meet on the street? And so forth. And then you look at the distribution of answers to that question. And you say, oh, there must be more social capital in a society where more people trust one another. I think there are some serious difficulties with that approach. I think probably we shouldn't try and measure social capital. We should not make it into something like human capital or manufactured capital and say so many percentage of the wealth of a nation is in social capital and so many percentage are in human capital. I think that's going to be a misleading enterprise. We should use our understanding of society to lay emphasis on social capital without trying to measure it.